Qatar is the defending Asian Cup champions of the 2019 competition, and the 2023 Asian Cup will be the 18th edition of the tournament. The tournament will start on January 12th of 2024 and will end on February 10th. Hello and welcome back to Sports Gear, and let's get into the competition. Starting off with Group A, the countries that will be competing in Group A are China, Qatar, Tajikistan, and Lebanon. The Qatar national team is the defending 2019 Asian Cup champions, where they defeated Team Japan in the final match 3-1. That was their first time making the Asian Cup final, and that was also their first time winning the championship. Overall, the national team has made every single tournament since 2000, and this appearance will be their 11th overall. In this tournament, they will be one of the top contenders to win the whole thing. China will be making their 13th overall appearance in the Asian Cup this year. The national team has qualified for every Asian Cup since 1976, and that was their first ever appearance in the tournament. Their best performance in the Asian Cup was in 1984 and 2004, where they finished as the runner-up. In the 2019 tournament, they made it to the quarterfinals and they finished in 6th place. In this Asian Cup, I believe that China will be an underdog, but they could possibly go to the next round. Lebanon will be making their second consecutive Asian Cup appearance in a row this year. The 2023 Asian Cup will mark their 3rd overall appearance in the tournament, and their first ever appearance came in 2000. In the previous 2 Asian Cup appearances, they haven't got out of the group stage yet. This tournament, I suspect that they will be a more competitive team. Tajikistan has qualified for their first ever Asian Cup tournament this year. They are the only one making their Asian Cup debut in this tournament. In their first ever Asian Cup tournament this year, they don't have that great of odds, and we will see how they do in the competition. So for me, here are my Group A predictions. Now let's go into Group B. The countries that will be competing in Group B are India, Uzbekistan, Syria, and Australia. Team Australia will be making their 5th consecutive Asian Cup in a row this year. The 2023 Asian Cup will mark their 5th overall appearance in the tournament, and their first ever appearance came in 2007. Their best ever performance in this tournament was in 2015, where they won their first ever championship in the Asian Cup. In the 2019 Asian Cup, they finished as a 7th place team. In the 2023 tournament, I believe that Team Australia should be one of the top teams to win the Asian Cup. Uzbekistan qualified for their 8th Asian Cup in a row. The 2023 tournament will be their 8th overall appearance, and their first ever appearance came in 1996. So far, their best performance in the tournament was in 2011, where they finished in 4th place. In the 2019 Asian Cup, they made it to the round of 16 and finished in 10th place. So, in this tournament, I suspect that they could be a pretty good team, and they could possibly win the Asian Cup championship. India qualified for their 2nd Asian Cup in a row. The 2023 Asian Cup will be their 5th appearance in the tournament, and their very first appearance came in 1964. Their best performance in the tournament was in 1964, where they finished as the runner-up. In the 2019 Asian Cup, they didn't get out of the group stage, and they finished that tournament with 1 win. For the 2023 Asian Cup tournament, India doesn't have the best chance of moving on, but you never know what can happen in this tournament. Syria has qualified for their 2nd consecutive Asian Cup in a row. The national team has made 7 Asian Cup tournaments overall, with their first ever appearance coming in 1980. The team hasn't ever managed to get through the group stage at the Asian Cup through the first 6 appearances, and the national team has won a total of 7 games at the tournament. In this tournament, they don't have the best chance on moving on to the next round, but we will see how they do in the tournament. So for me, here are my Group B predictions. Now with Group C. The countries that will be competing in Group C are Hong Kong, United Arab Emirates, Iran, and Palestine. Iran is one of the most successful national teams in the Asian Cup tournament, having qualified for every single event since 1968. The national team has won the Asian Cup 3 times, winning it 3 times in a row in 1968, 1972, and 1976. They are the only national team to ever win it 3 consecutive times in a row, and their first ever Asian Cup appearance came in 1968. So in the 2023 Asian Cup, they will be one of the best teams and they could win their 4th championship this year. United Arab Emirates qualified for their 6th consecutive Asian Cup in a row. The 2023 Asian Cup will be their 11th overall appearance in the competition, and their very first appearance came in 1980. Their best performance in the tournament was in 2015, where they finished as a 3rd place team. In this tournament, they should be a top 10 contender to win the championship. Palestine has qualified for the last 3 Asian Cup tournaments in a row. The 2023 competition will mark their 3rd overall appearance in the tournament, with their first ever appearance coming in 2015. The team hasn't ever managed to get through the group stage at the Asian Cup through their first 2 appearances, and the national team is currently winless in the competition. In the 2023 Asian Cup, I suspect that they could surprise us and move to the next round potentially. Hong Kong will be making their first Asian Cup appearance since 1968. Overall, the national team has made 4 Asian Cup tournaments, and their first appearance came in 1956. Their best performance was in 1956, where they finished in 3rd place. In this tournament, they don't have that great of a chance, but we will see what happens in the competition. So for me, here are my Group C predictions. Now let's go into Group D. The countries that will be competing in Group D are Japan, Indonesia, Iraq, and Vietnam. Japan is the most successful national team in the Asian Cup tournament, having qualified for the last 10 competitions. The national team has won the most championships in the Asian Cup tournament at 4, with their most recent championship coming in 2011. In the 2019 Asian Cup, they made it to the final, but they lost that match, and that was their first defeat in the championship match. So in the 2023 Asian Cup tournament, I believe that Japan is the team to beat, and they could win it all again this year. Vietnam qualified for their 2nd consecutive Asian Cup in a row. The 2023 tournament will be their 3rd overall appearance as Vietnam. And if you count South Vietnam's 2 appearances, they have overall made 5 Asian Cup tournaments. In the 2019 tournament, they made it to the quarterfinals and finished in 8th place. So I believe that Vietnam will be an overall good team, and they should move on to the next round in this competition. Indonesia will be making their first Asian Cup appearance since 2007. The 2023 Asian Cup will be their 5th overall appearance in the tournament, and their first ever appearance came in 1996. The team hasn't ever managed to get through the group stage at the Asian Cup through their first 4 appearances, and the national team has only won 2 matches in the competition. In this tournament, the odds are against them on moving on to the next round. Iraq qualified for their 8th consecutive Asian Cup tournament in a row. This tournament will mark their 10th overall appearance in the competition, with their very first appearance coming in 1972. They are one of 9 national teams to have won the Asian Cup tournament, winning it all in the 2007 competition. So in this tournament, they should be a competitive team, but we will see how they do in this competition. So for me, here are my Group D predictions. Now with Group E. The countries that will be competing in Group E are South Korea, Bahrain, Jordan, and Malaysia. South Korea will be making their 8th consecutive appearance in the tournament. The national team has qualified for 15 of the 18 Asian Cup tournaments, with their first appearance coming in 1956. They are one of 4 national teams to have won at least 2 Asian Cup tournaments. They won their 2 championships at back-to-back tournaments in 1956 and 1960. In the 2023 Asian Cup, South Korea will be one of the top contenders to win all this year. Bahrain has qualified for the last 5 Asian Cup tournaments in a row. The 2023 Asian Cup will mark their 6th consecutive tournament in a row, with their first ever appearance coming in 1988. Their best performance in the tournament was in 2004, where they finished as the 4th place team. In this tournament, they should be a contender to move on to the next round. Jordan will be making their 4th consecutive tournament in a row this year. Overall, the national team has made 5 appearances in the Asian Cup, with their first ever appearance coming in 2004. Their best performance in the tournament was in 2011, where they finished in 6th place. In the 2019 Asian Cup, they finished as the 9th place team. So in the 2023 tournament, they will be a competitive team, but they will be an underdog in this competition. Malaysia has qualified for the first Asian Cup tournament, last time being 2007. Overall, the national team has made a total of 4 Asian Cup tournaments, with their first appearance coming in 1976. The team hasn't ever managed to get through the group stage at the Asian Cup through the first 3 appearances, and the national team has won a total of 1 match in the tournament. In the 2023 Asian Cup, they will be huge underdogs to go to the next round. So for me, here are my Group E predictions. Now let's go into Group F. The countries that will be competing in Group F are Thailand, Oman, Kyrgyzstan, and Saudi Arabia. Oman has qualified for their 3rd consecutive tournament in a row this year. The 2023 Asian Cup will mark their 5th overall appearance in the tournament, with their first ever appearance coming in 2004. Their best performance in the Asian Cup was in 2019, where they reached the round of 16 and finished in 16th place. This tournament, I suspect that they will have a great chance of moving on to the next round. Saudi Arabia is one of the most successful national teams in this competition, having qualified for their 11th consecutive tournament in a row. They are one of 3 national teams to have won at least 3 Asian Cup tournaments. They won their 3 championships in 1984, 1988, 1996. In the 2019 tournament, they made it to the round of 16 and finished in 12th place. In the 2023 Asian Cup, I suspect that they will be a great team, and they should move on to the next round. Thailand qualified for their 2nd consecutive Asian Cup tournament in a row this year, after missing the previous 2 competitions. The 2023 Asian Cup will mark their 8th overall appearance in the tournament, with their first appearance coming in 1972. Their best performance in the Asian Cup was back in 1972, where they finished in 3rd place. In this competition, I suspect that they could be a competitive team. Kyrgyzstan will be making their 2nd ever Asian Cup appearance this year, with their first ever appearance coming in 2019. In the 2019 tournament, they made it to the round of 16 and finished in 15th place. So in the 2023 Asian Cup, I suspect that they will be underdogs to move on to the next round. So for me, here are my Group F predictions. In the first match of the round of 16, China versus United Arab Emirates. So my prediction is that United Arab Emirates will win this match over China, and they will move on to the quarterfinals. The next match is Japan versus Jordan. So my prediction is that Japan will win this match and they will move on to the quarterfinals. Australia versus Lebanon. In this match, my prediction is that Team Australia will win, and they will move on to the next round. Oman versus Bahrain. My prediction for this match is that Team Oman will win, and they will move on to the next round. Iran versus Thailand. So my prediction is that Iran will win this match and they will move on to the next round. South Korea versus Vietnam. So my prediction is that South Korea will win this match over Vietnam, and they will move on to the quarterfinals. Qatar versus Palestine. So my prediction is that Qatar will win this match, and they will move on to the quarterfinals.
Uzbekistan versus Saudi Arabia.
So my prediction is that Uzbekistan will win this match, and they will move on to the quarterfinals.
In the first match of the quarterfinals, United Arab Emirates versus Japan.
For this match, my prediction is that Japan will win this game, and they will move on to the next round.
Australia versus Oman.
For this quarterfinals match, my prediction is that Team Australia will win and they will move on to the next round.
Iran versus South Korea.
So, my prediction is that Iran will win this match over South Korea, and they will move on to the semifinals.
Qatar versus Uzbekistan.
So, my prediction is that Qatar will win this match, and they will move on to the semifinals.
Japan versus Australia.
So, my prediction is that Japan will win this match over Australia, and they will move on to the Asian Cup final for the second consecutive tournament in a row.
Iran versus Qatar.
My prediction is that Iran will win this match, and they will move on to the Asian Cup final for the first time since 1976.
The Asian Cup final, Japan versus Iran.
In the Asian Cup final, my prediction is that Team Japan will win this match, and that will be their 5th Asian Cup championship.
So those are my 2023 Asian Cup predictions. Who do you think will win the championship this year? Let me know in the comments down below. Before you leave, please smash that subscribe button and also hit that notification bell if you're new to my channel. And if you love sports, this is definitely the channel for you. And also share this video with more sports fans. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. My name is Nathan, and I'll see you guys all in my next video. Just keep loving sports. For more football videos, please click here.